Cradled by his father's Zeppelin and Hendrix and his mother's Coltrane and Earth, Wind and Fire, it seems Marcus Machado was destined to please music lovers of every genre. After touring and playing with some of the world's greatest musicians, he is now stepping out of the background to present his sound of his own. He won his first place in the Rolling Stone D'Addario Next Gun contest and recently released his latest EP, 29, and he's here tonight to give us a taste. Stay right where you are, because in the next hour, we will take you to rock and beyond, right here on B-Side. Woo! So yes, we have Marcus Machado in the house. So are you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, originally I was born in Florida, but I grew up in Brooklyn. So I went to Midwood High School, so you know, Brooklyn is my home, no doubt.
What part of Florida?
I was in Orlando, Florida.
How did Orlando, growing up in there, like influence you musically?
Musically, I mean, there was a lot of different things. I mean, you're by the water, so you know, we heard a little bit of Caribbean music, salsa, you know, funk, jazz. It was a little bit of everything. So, you know, as a young kid, moving back and forth between Orlando and New York, I had the best of both worlds. So you had the city life up here, and then plus, you know, the calm, cool, collective, you know, vibe in Florida as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
great. And I seen that at 2 years old, it says you was picked up the guitar then? And
Yeah. Actually, I picked up the guitar at 2 years old. Professionally, I've been playing since 9 years old. So, yeah. I've been playing all my life, pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And that was your first live experience? Was at 9 years old?
Yeah,
as well?
9 years old. My first professional performance was at 9 years old. Yeah, it was for I forget. It was like a conference. It's like an R&B hip hop conference thing, and I was like this little kid on the stage playing, and everybody was like, "Okay, wait a minute, what is he doing?" And then when I started playing, it's like, "Okay, he may have something." So that's what.
And that's when CNN did the cover story?
No,
on the Child Prodigy?
CNN, that happened around when I was 13, 14 years old. My mom, she called me, she said, my son needs to be on CNN. So she hooked it up, and then one day they said, yeah, we're gonna do this interview with, you know, Marcus, and they came, I was in middle school actually. It was like, I think the 6th, 7th grade. And you know, I seen this big bus, and they said, Mr. Machado, can you come to the hallway? And I see this big CNN bus, and I'm like, wow, okay. And so they followed me like the whole day, like what's it like to be a young kid, child prodigy? So they followed me from school to the gig and the whole thing. So, you know, that was cool. So
Great.
I get a lot of funny jokes about that, because anytime you look up my name on YouTube, you see me when I was a little, you know, whatever. So it's like, I want to make a name for myself. So, you know, this type of thing. So I get that all the time, even now. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you introduce your band? This is an amazing band.
This is the Darkness, Dark Nation behind us. Prince of Darkness, Xavier Jamal Hill on drums, the first. Overlord bass, Darkness. Henny B. Monteith on bass. And Peanut Butter Wolf, Paul Bloom. And the big mentor of mine, if you guys don't know, family stand, V. Jeffrey Smith. If it wasn't for him, I would never even be in like Europe or nothing like that. So big homage to my big brother, V. Jeffrey Smith. Yeah.
So now you mentioned Europe, that I see that you spent a lot of time in Holland. What brought you to Holland, and how was the experience living in Holland?
Through this guy right here. He called me up, and this was around, I think I was like 16, 17 years old, and he said, yeah, the family stand is going back on tour. Would I be willing to go out on tour? And I said, of course. He said, get your passport. So I went out there, and just the experience of just, you know, seeing the totally different side of, you know, London and Amsterdam and Spain, all these different places. I said, man, if it's a chance for me to like really live out there, I would definitely love to, you know, to live out there and try to see if, you know, if I can do something with music. And I ended up living out there for like 3-4 years. So, you know, it was a good experience, because I was able to travel and see Germany, London, a lot of different places. So, you know, it was a very good experience.
Great.
Well. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about winning first place in the Rolling Stone D'Addario Young Guns contest last year.
Yeah, that was a really great experience, because, you know, it was just, I think this was like a year ago. You know, I was online, Facebook, and I seen this Rolling Stone, you know, column. It says Rolling Stone Next Young Gun Contest. So what kind of grabbed me by the surprise, I said, wow, I go, it's a guitar competition. So you don't see that much now these days. And I'm not into contests at all. So I went and, you know, I entered. They said, you know, check out a video. I submitted a video, my email. And then like about maybe 2 months, they hit me back and they said out of 100 guitar players, you know, I was in the top 8. So I said, wow. I said, you know, for Rolling Stone to even mention my name, it was more then a great feeling. And then, you know, back in December 2014, that's when they called me and they said, you know, I'm the winner of, you know, the Rolling Stone Next Gun contest. So I said, wow, this is great. So, you know, through that experience, I ended up going to LA, recording, and, you know, I ended up getting an endorsement deal with the Dario Strings and, you know, meeting a lot of different people, and it kind of elevated me in a way. So, you know, I'm very grateful for that experience, yeah.
Great. Would you like to go into another song right now?
Yeah, I think so. You guys want to hear another song? So,
Let's go.
Cool. All right. Definitely.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
So are you Panamanian? That's what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm Panamanian, Costa Rican, West Indies, yeah. So, you already know.
Do you add any Latin, influence to your music at all?
Man, definitely. Carlos Santana, Hector Lavoe, Tito Puente, the whole bit. So a little bit. You feel a little bit of that in there, So of course, it's the roots.
So you have 7 siblings. Are you all into music or?
No, it's 7 us collectively. 4 of us is into music, which is my brother, Mr. U, Vicky Cassis, and myself. We have a production team named Mach 7. So, it's a little bit of all different genres. We do a little bit of rock, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of everything. So, be on the lookout for a lot of new music.
And they're called Mach 7?
Mach 7, which is Machado, the last name Machado, and there's 7 of us. So it's Mach 7. Mm-hmm.
So you make your own instruments, your own guitars, or these are like
these are my own actual guitars. It's called guitars. When I was out living in Holland, I met up with a builder, and he came to me one day and he goes, "Man, I love your guitar style. I'd be interested in building you your own guitar." So I sat with him for like 2 months, and this is what you have, my own actual guitar line called guitars. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'm still trying to find some different places to get in, music stores and stuff like that. But, I like it. I hope you guys like it.
So do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I play a little bit of everything, a little bit of drums, bass, guitars, keys, a little bit. I dabble a little bit here.
So you recently released 29, the EP. Where can we find it?
You can find it everywhere digitally. You can get it on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, everywhere. It was released actually a few months ago in November, but it's out right now. So if you guys don't have it, pick it up. Support.
Take us through the creative process of creating 29, and what's the meaning behind 29?
29, it's not my first album. If you guys go back, I have 2 albums that I came out with when I was 16. One came out when I was 17, but 29, actually, it was in a process. It took about 2 years to, get it, all together because I was living in Europe, traveling, touring at the same time. But, 29 is a deep message because I think around like 2013, that's when my grandfather had passed away. And his birthday was January 29th, and my birthday is February 9th, which is 2/9. So probably say, okay, it's your birthday, but everywhere I would travel, if it's on the plane, seat number, hotel, it's 29, everywhere. So for me, I felt like that's a message. It's a deeper message. So that's what I kind of conveyed with that album. So you get a little bit of everything. So you get a little bit of rock, hip hop, funk, blues, and kind of it's like a journey. It's a traveling EP. So guys, pick it up.
So can we hear another song from 29?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, this song we're going to get into is actually off 29. It's called The Fifth Son, which is dedicated to my grandparents. And it's, it's dedicated to anybody that you've lost. It's kind of, it's a traveling song. So, check it out. Hope you guys like it. All right. still going, still going.
So that song was an ode to your grandfather?
Yeah, to my grandparents.
To your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you on the guitar? Like, who's your main influence on the guitar?
Oh man, there's a lot. Where do I begin? Number one, Jimi Hendrix. That's all-time favorite. So many. But it goes from Jimi Hendrix to Wes Montgomery, George Benson, John Scofield, Jeff Lee Johnson. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I mean? Like in our house, like we grew up on everything. So on my mom's side, it was like John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Earth, Wind, and Fire. On our father's side was like Led Zeppelin, Hendrix. And then my older brother was like KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, early hip hop, and then down to me was like Dilla, D'Angelo, Sister, Tyler the Creator, Kid Cudi,
the list goes on.
The Tight Pants, whatever you want to call it, but the list goes on. But different influences,
How many on that specific song? How many guitars overdubs were that?
On that guitar, man, that was, I think out of all the songs, that was the toughest because in total it was like 20 guitars. So you had guitars going backwards, reverse, real time. So I think about like 20 guitars.
Great,
in total.
great.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the album. What is your favorite song on the album per se?
My favorite song on the album, I would have to say probably New Things. Actually, it's a song that we're going to get into right now in a little bit because actually a lot of people don't know it's like 3 songs in one. Because what I wanted to do is like take 3 songs and combine them into one. So it's like it's an ongoing journey. So with that's why I call it New Things because it's like a continuation of another song and another song. So definitely.
So what artists are you listening to right now? Like
right
who's inspiring
now,
you right now?
Rest in peace, David Bowie. Black Star album. That's definitely my favorite. And also, I don't know if you guys know Anderson .Paak, which is a dope artist. Actually, I just found out we're going to be opening up for him this coming Monday at SOB's. So make sure you guys come out to that. Very excited about that. To this guy right here. Give it up for D. Prosper. Please give it up to him.
So I think the crowd, do you want to hear any more in another song? What do you think? Make some noise if you want to hear another song.
If you want to hear more, you got to, we can go home if you want, but no. If you guys want to hear some more, let's go.
So let's get into another song.
All right. New Things.
Great. So, are there any other artists and stuff that you've been collaborating with right now?
Right now, actually, just a little bit of everything. I'm just trying to, reach out and just, test the waters and, hopefully work with D'Angelo, Prince, call it out. I don't care. Bring them on, whatever. But, right now I'm just working on the next project, the next LP. Right now, I got like 4 albums underneath the belt. So right now it's just continuation. More music is going to definitely be coming out. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of music from Mach 7. So you're going to hear a lot of stuff. So just keep your eyes open and, stay tuned, for sure.
What type of artists have you been touring with throughout the years?
Throughout the years, I've toured with the Family Stand, of course. Bo Cyrus, which is a Dutch singer out in Holland. Victor Bailey, which you guys don't know, is a jazz great from Weather Report. He was the bass player that came in after Jocko. And, right now, he was definitely one of the biggest inspirations because he really taught me a lot. Like, a quick story was he called me up and he said, yeah, I want to, bring you on tour with me in Italy. I said, okay, cool. So he calls me up and I go, what are we playing? So he sends me like 30 songs. So I'm learning all of them. I'm like, I got to get it right. So this is maybe like 2 weeks prior to the event. And, I call him and I go, where's the rehearsal? No rehearsal, nothing. Okay, 5 days later, we rehearsing, no. So the day of the gig, I get to Italy and, I'm saying, Vic, man, it's good to see you. What's up with the rehearsal? No rehearsal. Actually, we're going on stage like in the next 30 minutes. And still don't have no set list, no nothing. I don't know what we're playing, but all I know is these 30 songs in my head. So we go and, we go on stage, and I'm like, what are we going to play? And he's like, just follow me. And to make a long story short, we end up playing 5 songs out the whole tour. So that was a valuable lesson, like to always stay, on your toes and always know your stuff, you know what I mean? So, it's a different way, a lot of people read music, everybody has a different way, but always stay sharp, It doesn't matter what it is that you do, and it doesn't matter what level. As long as you practice every day and, you take it step by step, you're going to go, definitely progress and, and get somewhere. Just stay with it, for sure.
And what artists would you say that you have learned the most from, like as far as just...
This guy right here.
This guy right here?
This right here, V. Jeffrey Smith. Yeah, man. He's a master teacher. I mean, he taught me a whole lot. I mean, as far as, playing different instruments, definitely opened my ears up and just listen. Doesn't matter what type of music it is, but kind of just get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? And that's a valuable lesson that I like to say to musicians or anybody out there that wants to pick up the guitar. Just keep your ears open and just kind of listen and vibe with, whatever the music is going. And, you'll definitely find your way, for sure.
And now, how is it different, like leading your band now from being a band member and prior, tours and stuff? Is it
I mean, majority of the stuff that I would, playing behind somebody, it's always making sure you know the music and, make sure that you're doing your job. You're not playing too much. So when they say solo, be solo. You don't have to solo in every song. But, as a band leader, it's kind of pretty much the same. I don't see no difference. It's just, I'm always directing and always, vibing with everybody on stage. But I just think the only difference is that I'm more upfront than on the side, so.
How do you do with like spontaneity? Can you like give us a song that wasn't rehearsed right now and just
that
play?
Last song that we just did. That last song we just did.
Can you give us another taste of that? Can you just give us a taste of something spontaneous right now?
Like, let me see. We tried. Oh yeah, no, we rehearsed that.
So thank you, Marcus Machado, for sharing your music with us and taking us on complete journey.
Thank you.
This has been incredible. It's been a music adventure, and staying connected with you. You can tell people how we can reach out to you to stay connected.
Yeah, you can find me on social media, Marcus Machado, last name Machado, Machado, on Instagram, mplays, MPLAYZ, Twitter, mplays, and yeah, just keep on the lookout, hit me up, I'll write you back, so it'll be all right, thank you guys very much, thank you B-Side, thank you Ro Johnson, Prosper for you guys having me, really appreciate it, it's an honor, and I hope you guys enjoyed it for sure.
So we have a little bit of time left. Would you like to just do a jam of a joint that before we hit our last song?
Okay, yeah, no problem. Let's try that. Havana? Let's do it.
Thank you, Marcus Machado.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your music
Thank you,
and
thank
taking
you.
us on this incredible music adventure. To stay connected to Marcus Machado, you can catch him at M Plays with a Z. I'm your host, D Prosper, and I hope you had a great time with us. Be sure to check out this episode and past episodes on B-Side at youtube.com/BRIC TV. Be sure to check in Thursday nights to hear more of the best music in Brooklyn. Okay, Marcus, let's hear one more right after this.
No, thank you.
I think, can we get an encore, Mr. Marcus Machado? Can we get an encore? One more for us. One more for B-side.
All right.
Give it up for Marcus Machado.
Thank you.
Can you introduce the band one more time?
One more time, Xavier Jamal Hill on drums.
Xavier Jamal Hill on drums. Bass, Overlord Henny B. Monteith on bass. With the scarf, black. Peanut Butter Wolf, Paul Bloom on keys. Give it up for you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for vibing out with us. Shout out to D. Prosper. Give it up one more time for D. Prosper. B. Jeffrey Smith. Don't forget, B. Jeffrey Smith. On sax and everything. Joe Johnson, BRIC TV. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.